we have a small group of people that are actually committed to working on themselves. That's why they're there on all different levels. And a lot of them are very discouraged at the moment because evil is at least presenting itself as completely in control. And with the fake pandemic that's going on, a real engineered virus, but I mean, a lot of people think it doesn't exist. I don't think it really matters because they're using the idea to take away everybody's remaining freedom and shut it down and keep people in their houses. And Australia and New Zealand are showing the direction it's going in. And they want to take it much farther than that. Ending up in, my assessment of it is that it's just an aiding factor in getting toward the ceremonial sacrifice and extermination of life. And that's where it's going. And people are a bit discouraged, understandably, because of the changes we've seen in the last few months. But we know that that doesn't have to complete. We don't have to have everything destroyed. So people are looking for some kind of positive, reason to not be despairing, and just like give up. And what I'm trying to convey to people is that that's when you have to take better care of yourself and work with more focus because you're really needed. But, anything you want to say about what people can do in general is great.
First of all, I want to say that I have come across some biblical information that indicates that they may get their New World Order for a short time, but it looks like by 2024, 25, it's done. Okay, so always, at all times, remember that God wins. Okay?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Question of the outcome of this. However, we must do our part to ensure the outcome. And doing our part means, A, doing what we're doing tonight, becoming conscious, healing ourselves. B, like you said, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our body, doing everything that we can to stay alive. And let me stress, and I can't stress this enough, avoiding wireless devices is a key piece to staying alive. Okay, and I don't want to scare people, but I recommend you get my third book, which I just published, Are Wireless Devices Really Safe? So that you understand, all right, if we're going to make it to the other side, we must protect ourselves from this radiation, and especially our children.
Say the title of that again. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
are wireless devices really safe?
Okay, got it.
There's nothing more strongly than I can advise right now, if you want to make it to the other side of this, is to start dealing with this issue. And you can start by simply turning off everything at night so that you're sleeping in a clean field. Your body will repair the radiation damage when you sleep, but it cannot repair if you're chronically exposed. So unplug all cordless phones, smart TVs, smart devices of all kinds, unplug. Best yet, turn off all electric to the house when you sleep if you can. But do not sleep with your cell phone near you. Turn it off. Put it somewhere else because it'll still be going off even when you turn it off.
You could put one of these little bags, put it in one of those Faraday cage bags, right? Because
we don't know if they work unless, I want to show you guys, okay? I am right now in a Faraday canopy.
On what therapy?
Show you, it's on top of me. I live on Long Island in a very highly irradiated area.
Okay, got it.
So what's coming off this is coming off the computer that is Ethernet connected.
Yes.
I am not on Wi-Fi. But watch what happens when I turn Wi-Fi on. You guys ready?
Ready.
You want to see what you're being exposed to? Here we go. Now it will do that every couple of seconds.
Now, let me just clarify. Your computer is still hardwired,
My computer
but you turned on you turned on its searching ability for Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off because I will not expose myself to that.
Yeah, good. That's fine.
So, when you have a computer that's on Wi-Fi, you are being chronically exposed to radiation levels that are in the red. I want to remind everybody that it is at the lowest level that biological damage begins to occur.
So you're saying there's no safe level of wireless radiation, basically?
We've been lied to, and this is such a trap because so many people are addicted and dependent on their phones and their wireless devices at this time.
Right.
So I will say this, do not feel overwhelmed, please. You can start by unplugging and protecting yourself at night. A very simple thing you could do to help yourself that's not expensive is to get corded telephones instead of cordless telephones. The cordless telephones, you will be chronically, it will not go off. You will be in the red, it will not go off. When you're 5 feet, 10 feet from a cordless phone base, and every time you're on it, and on your cell phone, you're 100% in the red. This is why so many people are getting brain tumors right now, and Alzheimer's, and dementia, because it's destroying the brain. This is why people get headaches, because when you are being exposed to these frequencies, all right, your blood vessels constrict from the tension and the trauma, and that cuts off the blood and the oxygen to your brain. So you get headaches and sometimes strokes. All right, if the number one gift that I can give you tonight to help yourselves through this to the other side is to get clued into this issue, okay, and to get help getting your home wired so that you're not being exposed to this radiation while you're in your house. This is, it took me a couple of months to do everything I needed to do, get rid of the smart meter, get rid of the cell phones, get rid of the Wi-Fi, get corded internet, Ethernet connected internet. I had a number of things I had to do in order to try to make my home safe, and certainly to make my work space and my sleeping space safe.
And also it's important to know that when you have your computer hardwired like that, you also have to turn off the Wi-Fi capability.
And the Bluetooth.
And the what? Bluetooth?
And the Bluetooth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to turn off the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. Once you are connected to an Ethernet cable, you must turn those things off, because otherwise you're still going to be getting hit.
It's going to be like a little smart meter sending out spikes, right? If that's not turned off.
Pulses are so bad for the heart.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why people are going into cardiac arrest. I saw, anyway, a 27-year-old water tower worker, on a highly microwaved water tower, dropped dead from cardiac arrest, hanging dead from the tower.
Right.
And they blamed it on solar radiation at the top of the tower.
Solar radiation?
But it's the pulses it's these pulses that disrupt the electrical signaling.
Yeah, that like God made such a big mistake making the sun, right?
Yeah. See, they try to confound natural radiation with lab-created radiation.
Yeah, say it's just radiation, right?
These are not the same energies. They're diametrically opposed energies.
Yeah.
And they have dramatically different impact. Natural radiation is beneficial. We can't live without the sun. Everything the Creator designed is beneficial.
Right.
Okay? Including radiation from the sun, radiation from the soil. All of this is natural and beneficial to us.
Yeah.
What is harmful is what they are creating in their labs, and what we are holding in our hands, and what we are putting to our heads and holding on our laps. Okay, this is a trap, my friends. This has been a trap, a very well-designed trap.
Yeah.
And we have to come out of it as quickly as possible. Try not to get overwhelmed. I can help you. This is something else I'm helping people through over Skype and through Zoom sessions if you're interested to get help with this. But at least, very least, please read my book. It's a quick read, about 150 pages, plus another 100 of citations, 850 citations.
You're talking about book number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. So birthofanewearth.com, right? They can get all the books through that.
I also have another website called Radiation Dangers with an S.
Okay.
Radiationdangers.com. So lots of information there.
Okay. And if anybody wants to work with you personally, Jeanice Barcelo at yahoo.com?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
There.
Jeanice is Jeanice.
Yep.
Okay.
Barcelo is B as in boy, ARCELO.
Got it.
Yahoo.com.
Okay. Sounds neat. Well, let's stay in touch, and it's a lot to digest. I think you have to go beyond just hearing it. You've got to absorb it and take appropriate action, right?
We got to try to integrate it. And again, I'm sorry for any pain that I cause people.
It's a big issue, because the more you learn about what's going on, you don't want to be here to just give people distress. That's not the point. It's supposed to be the opposite.
But I am part of the brigade to break down the mind control and help people see it and then get back on the path toward the good.
Exactly. See it, but don't be dragged down by it, right?
Don't let them drag you down. You can beat this. We are going to win, but we have to be, knowing what to do.
Yeah, and I think you're confirming, take care of yourself if you want to help other people.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That was great.
God bless you, Richard. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.